Hey there, I'm Bridget Esselmont and I am founder of Biddy Tarot and also creator of the Biddy Tarot Deck. Now in this video, we're going to be doing an unboxing of this gorgeous deck together. But before we jump into that, I just want to talk a little bit about how this deck has come about and why we felt compelled to really bring it to the world at this moment in time. So when I first started reading tarot, I loved using the very traditional Rider-Waite Smith tarot deck. And I loved it because it was so literal and it was so symbolic, and I could really tap into that time-tested wisdom that we know is in all of the tarot cards. But I got to a point where I felt like, you know what, I want something that really matches our experience of this modern day moment. And I want something that feels really aligned to what we're experiencing collectively as a greater level of consciousness in this present moment. And that's what really inspired me to create the Biddy Tarot deck. Now, a few things that are really special about this deck. It is like a modern day interpretation of the traditional tarot deck. And it's really about integrating that traditional symbolism and the stories that are in the cards and bringing it into the modern day. And we've also been very mindful to make sure that we have a diverse skin tones and different skin tones, because it's more reflective of who we are in this current day. And you'll also notice as you start to look through the deck, it is a lot more approachable, I find. We really wanted something that felt easy on the eye, that had a beautiful aesthetic to it, and that was relatable. That's something that you could look at this tarot deck and go, oh, I can see myself in there, or there's something like the energy of it just really connects with you. And even something like the Tower card feels a lot more approachable and accessible with our Biddy Tarot deck as well. Now, who is this deck for? We've designed it for tarot beginners all the way through to experienced tarot readers. Now, if you're a tarot beginner, what you're going to love about this deck is that it is easy to interpret. It's easy to access resources that will also help you interpret and learn this tarot deck. And again, it has that beautiful aesthetic. So I am hoping that you feel this stronger connection to the Biddy Tarot deck, where you feel and see yourself inside of these cards. Now, if you're an experienced tarot reader, you're going to love the Biddy Tarot deck because it's going to help you really connect with your clients more. Again, having something that is more approachable and accessible and more relevant in the modern day is going to help you create that stronger connection with your clients, so that they can also see themselves in these cards. You know, something that's really important at Biddy Tarot is bringing tarot into the modern day. It's allowing people to really access their own intuition through the practice of reading cards. And that has been top of mind as we've been designing the Biddy Tarot deck, because I want you to be able to look at these cards and see what you really feel drawn to in these cards. I want you to be able to connect with your intuition as you work with these Biddy Tarot deck cards. All right, so enough said there. Let's now jump into an unboxing of the deck, because I want to show you exactly what is inside of the Biddy Tarot deck. All right, so let's get into that. All right, let's jump into this beautiful tarot deck. So here is the box. You can see from my hand, it's a really good size. And just to show you here on the side, full, and back, side. And let's have a look inside. That's it. So you can see inside, tarot is the storybook of our life, the mirror to our soul, and the key to our inner wisdom. And you'll notice that the High Priestess is very present across all of this deck. And I've got to say, this is probably one of my favorite cards in this deck. And I love having her as almost the guardian of the Biddy Tarot deck. Now, you'll notice this box is such good quality. It's very sturdy. And it's very easy to open. So this is a box that you can keep your cards in. You don't necessarily need to get another tarot bag or anything like that. It's actually all there and ready to go. Okay, so that's the top of the box. Let's pop that one over there. Great. And here is the guidebook. Now, I love a deck that has a guidebook, and this guidebook is designed to give you all of the card meanings and some prompts, but also at the front. So we have how to do a tarot reading, and these are some really simple steps just to get you going. There you are. And inside you'll find things like 30 free bonus tarot spreads to help you keep going with your tarot cards. And then the rest of the little book is dedicated to the cards. So for each card we have the upright keywords, we have reversed keywords, and little short meanings for the cards, and a journal prompt or a self-reflection prompt. And I can tell you that I've purposefully kept this light in terms of just giving you a few starter places, because really my intention for you is that you find your own meaning in these cards and you dive into what they really mean for you and in your tarot readings. And what I love about having the reflection question as well is that it allows you to create your connection with those cards and use it as a self-reflection tool rather than necessarily a prediction tool. So lots of meanings in there. And again, very good little size, easy to use. And let's pop that one over there. All right. Now is the welcome card. And another one of my favorites is the star. And you'll see on the other side, we have included a little QR code for you to go and get your gift when you buy the deck. And of course, some instructions on how you can also share your unboxing video, which I cannot wait to see. So make sure you check that piece out as well. All right, and now we get to the juicy bit, which are the cards. So let's let me just show you first. This is the inside of the box. So you know it's definitely the Biddy Tarot deck. And again, a really sturdy box designed very specifically to make sure that this is a keepsake deck for you. So I'll pop that one there. Now look at these beautiful cards. So you might be able to see that shine. Let's see if you get some different angles. I think, oh, there you go. Yes, you can hopefully see that really nicely. I got to tell you, that purple, when I first saw it when we were producing the cards, I was like, yes, that is it. That is most definitely Biddy Tarot and the Biddy Tarot deck for sure. And let me also just share a bit about the actual cards before we even look at the illustrations, because we purposefully chose cards that are thick stock. I think these might even be 450 GSM. Like sometimes I pick them up and thinking, oh, have I actually got two here? They are that thick, and we want them to be like sturdy, see, like this, so that again you can keep using those cards all for the many, many years to come. And a really nice matte finish so that they just can slide on each other as well. And you might also notice that the sizing is not your standard tarot card size. Tarot cards are usually a little bit like sort of longer, and oracle cards are usually a bit wider. But I tell you, I was a little bit cheeky with deciding what size these would be. These are most definitely a custom size, and truth be told, let's see if I can get my arms in here. It's really just so that it fits my hands. Because I got to tell you, I really like to have a deck that is easy to shuffle. And that was really important to me with designing this deck, that it wasn't going to be too big, nor was it going to be too small. So I think you'll find that when you start working with this deck, it is a really nice hand size, so long as you've got similar hand size to me. So that's beautiful. These are the cards. They're amazing and really lovely to use. Let's have a look at some of the designs. And if you want to see the full deck, I've also created a full tarot card flip through of this deck so that you can see every one of the 78 tarot cards in this deck. So hopefully there'll be a link in this video somewhere very soon. Okay, so have a look at some of these cards. Beautiful. I'm so glad we started with the Temperance card. And you'll notice as we go through this deck, the major arcana cards are in full color, our full palette, and then each of the suits have their own palette. So it might be like gold and purple for the suit of Pentacles, or purple and blue for the suit of Wands. And we really wanted to represent that core energy and the essence of those minor arcana cards. But for the majors, it's full color, because really major arcana cards are such full color in our own lives, aren't they? Because they represent those big life lessons. So there's Temperance. Let's just make sure you can see that. Great. The Devil. And you'll find too that these cards are very, very approachable. And we've done this purposefully because at Biddy Tarot, we are on a mission to really bring tarot into the mainstream and to normalize it and to make it a tool for self-awareness, self-reflection, and so on. And so I see a world where many of us can use this as a tool, an approachable tool, to really deepen our understanding of ourselves and the way that we navigate life collectively. And so it's really important to me that we have these cards that are not scary. You know, they're still true to the essence of tarot, but they're not kind of really dramatic in their colors and so on. Okay, so there's a Tower. Let's see, we might flip through. Here we go. Here are some of the minor arcana cards. So that's the King of Wands there. You'll see that color palette starting to come through. And let's see if we can jump in here. There's the Eight of Swords. So the swords being that turquoise and gold. So you can see in a reading, when you do a reading and you have a lot of swords cards, for example, you'll definitely notice that in the coloring of your reading. Now, something you might also notice too is we have different skin tones, because the world is a very diverse place, which is wonderful, and we really want to see our global population represented in these cards as well. So we're very mindful in that respect too. So now you've seen what's inside the box, let's use the cards and let's see them in action. So here's what they like to shuffle, and like I said, they fit my hand, hopefully most people's hands, pretty well. So that way you're not kind of dropping them on the floor and so on as you're shuffling. They're quite easy. And have a listen. Do you hear that swoosh noise? That is that beautiful feel that we have on the cards, and they just shuffle so beautifully. In fact, every time I give someone a copy of the deck and they hold it in their hands, they're like, oh, it feels so amazing. So I hope that you really have that experience as well. Now, here's something I really love to do whenever I get a new deck, and I encourage you to do the same, and that is to ask the deck, what message does it have for you? So as you're sitting here thinking about whether you get your copy of the Biddy Tarot deck, let's pull a card and see what the message is for you. So let's see, what is it that you want our viewers to know? What do we need to know about you? Let's see. Oh, the Nine of Cups. Well, I hope that this means you'll be entirely satisfied with this tarot deck. But also, this is very much about, you know, just feeling like that yumminess that this deck really does bring. And if I think about just even like that luxurious feel of the cards, the thickness in the cards, this beautiful, the beautiful gilded edging, the metallic edging, like that is that yummy luxury feeling that the Nine of Cups often talks to, and it's that satisfaction and that contentment. So that I really hope that the Biddy Tarot deck brings that beautiful feeling of contentment into your tarot practice as you add this one to your tarot collection. So before I wrap up, I also just want to say a huge thank you to our team who have played an integral role in making this deck happen. So I could not have done it on my own, and I have so much gratitude and appreciation for the designers that I've worked with who have helped to design these cards. Even my husband did the box design. A lot of this box design is thanks to him. And our team of writers, marketers, communicators, and also organizers who have been able to help bring this tarot deck to life. It really does take a village, and I am super, super grateful for all of the contribution of our team here at Biddy Tarot to be able to bring you this gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Now, if you want to grab your copy, you can do so over at biddytarot.com/deck. You can also find out more about the deck and all of the specifications and so on if you like your detail. But I really do hope that you add this one to your tarot collection and you use it in your everyday tarot practice. It really is such a yummy, beautiful modern day interpretation of the tarot, and I cannot wait to see you using it. Now, of course, I would love to hear your comments and feedback. What's that one thing that excites you most about the Biddy Tarot deck? And if you've already got your copy, fantastic, thank you so much. Please share in the comments what you love most about the Biddy Tarot deck. And of course, share this one with your friends. We can't wait to get this in as many people's hands as possible. All right, that's it from me. Make sure you get your copy at biddytarot.com/deck, and I'll see you very soon. All right, bye for now. Hey, if you loved this video, then make sure you check out this next video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.